All right, so I'm here to talk about the Superman trailer. Hopefully, Warner Brothers don't eat my ass about this, but I personally think the trailer did what it was supposed to do. Now, I know a lot of people who honestly want to see the movie fail, which is some weird ass people, because God forbid something different happens. It's almost like people wanted to fail just because there's no real reason, people are just looking for anything. I don't even care if people say they don't like the costumes. Okay, if you don't like the suit, you don't like the suit, but they had to do something different, right? He couldn't just look like somebody else. And if I had to go off my suspicion, I would say that he's going to have a different suit at the end of the movie that might actually look a lot better. We don't know. But what we know is that James Gunn clearly understands characterization of Superman a hell of a lot more than Zack Snyder ever did, just based off this trailer. Watching Clark Kent and Lois interact was probably my favorite part of the trailer because they actually seem like they have some form of chemistry. No offense to Henry Cavill and Amy Adams, but there really wasn't that much chemistry between Clark and Lois in the DCEU. Not that there was much time to really develop it. The most screen time Lois has is in Man of Steel. So there be there, but this isn't about that. But I love the way everyone looks. I love the way the Justice Gang, which I think is what they're gonna be called, the Justice Gang, are gonna look like. And I do think Luthor is on some shit. We just don't know what he's on yet. But I can't wait to see. I think Nicholas Holt looks cool. Some people are saying he's trying too hard. I honestly don't think so. Nicholas Holt's a damn good actor, bro. I don't know if y'all just don't like Nicholas Holt or y'all sleeping on Bull, but Nicholas Holt's a bomb ass actor. He's actually really good. I like him a lot. And seeing him in Luthor fashion, I still have to wait till the movie comes out, which is less than 2 months away. So people are just trying to find any way to ruin the movie or fuck up the film, or there are going to be people who are going to review bomb it. I hope Rotten Tomatoes catches that shit because I want an honest tomato meter when this movie comes out. I know originally there were some test screenings that said, "Oh well, the movie didn't do too well with audiences." It was saying it was kind of potless. I know there was a test screening that happened recently where it was nothing but praise. So again, just a little off topic right now, but this is something to think about. Now back to the trailer. I loved everything about the trailer. I love the color. I love the cinematography. I love the panels, the shots. Everyone's suits look great. I am a huge fan of just the way the movie is presented. And I know crypto being involved, there might be I get the feeling crypto's not going to be in it that much. We know James Gunn is a big animal rights activist and he loves animals and does everything he can with some kind of animal. But I don't think crypto's going to be in the movie that much. I could be wrong, but he's just showing all the crypto scenes because look, here's a cute little dog for the people to see because people like dogs, right? And Superman has a dog. And I think that that was just a cute little marketing plea for kids to be like, "Oh, I want to go see crypto." You know what I mean? It's smart. It's a smart ass marketing play, to be honest with me. And people just like Superman. It looks like a movie where kids can go see it and be like, "Hey, that was a Superman movie. I loved that." And I don't think we got that with Man of Steel. I don't think we got that in that era. So that's good. I do love the fact that we get to see him fly. We haven't seen any other powers outside of flying. We see him punching. I will say something about the trailer that is something I can agree with. Superman looks bodied in every scene. Like, no matter what scene it is, Superman likes somebody bodied him. But I will say what I noticed is that Metamorpho is there, and we know that he can do kryptonite stuff with his powers. So Luthor probably captured Metamorpho or is responsible for Metamorpho. That's something I'm excited to see what that means. And Metamorpho looks great. He looks perfect. They ripped him out of the comic, put him on screen, added that realistic touch to him. He looks wonderful. And that's a practical look, too. That's not CGI. They practical not Barry Keegan. Oh, what's his name? I can't remember right now. But they practical that man. And he looks wonderful. Hawkgirl looks great. Isabella Merced is beautiful. She looks great. Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner is hilarious. So we finally got Nathan Fillion as a Green Lantern live action. What I preferred Hal Jordan? Absolutely. But do I think he's going to be hilarious, Guy Gardner? Also, yes. Eddie Getheji, there's Eddie Getheji as Mr. Terrific, looks perfect. I need that look to stay the whole time he's around. And we know also Mr. Terrific will be in it more than the other guys, so that should be cool. He's probably going to be responsible for like helping take out the engineer because he's probably the only one there who probably could, based off of whatever. I don't know. And it also seems like Luthor's responsible for engineer happening because I know when the movie first was announced, they made it seem like she was going to be the main villain. That was it. But now paying attention to it, seems like Luthor is responsible for her or they're working together again. We don't know. It's a trailer. We don't know everything. So the thing that I like the most is that we see so many things, but we don't know everything that's going on. And people are talking about the movie and the runtime. We don't know the runtime. For all we know, this movie could be 2.5 hours long, like Guardians 3 was. We don't know. And the thing that I did love was Martha Kent. Hey, I polished your boots for you. It's like that's so Ma Kent. That is so Ma Kent, bro. Like people who understand Superman know that's Martha Kent. That is the epitome of Martha Kent, and she's just wonderful. And his dad looks like a great dad, thank God, because Jonathan Kent in the DCEU was ass in the glass. So we have that problem, but now that's getting fixed. I think everything that we've seen now, I will say, based off the trailer, what I have seen, there are some weird resemblances to Batman to Superman. Like the issue that society has with Superman weirdly comes into play the same way it did in BVS, where he kind of solved some international affair, and the people in America are like, why the fuck did you do that? And then he's got to explain that, and now people are kind of looking at him in a world where kindness is seen as a bad thing, and he did the right thing being Superman. He probably stopped some kind of war. So now we get to see that hopefully done better. But that is a weird instance. I will say that is a weird route to go. That's like straight from BVS. But I do know that there's some All Star Superman influences there, some DCAU Superman influences in there. So we'll have to see where he's pulling from for where he's going from. But based off of what I've seen from the trailer, the teaser trailers, I think the movie looks damn good. I'm not saying it's going to be a masterpiece. I'm not saying, oh, look, but I do think this movie is going to do well in the box office. And I do think this movie looks solid. James Gunn has proven time and time again he is a character writer, he is a storyteller, and that's what his main focuses are. And he has been talking about what Superman is and should be for a while since he was announced to direct it. And I think Superman, the character, even if you don't love the movie, I think the character of Superman is in good hands. I think we are getting a new DC. I say that's a good thing. I think people who latched on to the Henry Cavill era, as much as I love Henry Cavill, he was he was misused. He was the best potential that didn't get used correctly. Zack Snyder did not understand Superman. Sorry, it is what it is. And now we're going into a new era. I would like people to do this healthily, and I would like people to do this like mature people, but we're not going to get that. And that's okay. But the people who like the movie, do not be afraid to speak up. And the people who understand Superman, do not be afraid to show that love. But I would say this trailer did everything we needed it to do. I thought it was great. I thought it had the heart, the warmth. I honestly think the movie's gonna end on some kind of a tearjerker, not like super sad, but it's gonna be like, damn, that was crazy, man. Like that. And then, we might even see Supergirl. We might get to see Supergirl for like a second. And that'd be nice too to see them interact. So I would say all in all, the Superman trailer did what it needed to do. It was great. And I'm excited to see what James Gunn gives us. Supergirl's already done. So we're gonna get Supergirl next year. We're getting Lanterns next year. We're getting Peacemaker. Like it's all coming together, and I think it's gonna be beautiful when you finally get like the Phase One Gods and Monsters era completely to a close, and we look back on all this and go, "Wow, this was a great, great time to be a DC fan." So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but those are my honest thoughts, and this is a good time, and I will see you guys on the next one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you made it this far, and I'll see you on the next one.